Hello and welcome back to Mac at the Movies. Today I'm bringing you another weekly movie review with the film Everything Everywhere All at Once. This film was released March 25th, 2022 by AGBO and IAC Films and distributed by A24. This was directed by the Daniels, that is Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, who had also directed the film Swiss Army Man. That starred Daniel Radcliffe and Paul Dano. This film stars Michelle Yeoh as Evelyn Wang. You have Stephanie Hu as Joy Wang. You have Keoi Kwan as Wayman Wang. James Hong as Gong Gong, the grandfather of the film. And then you have Jamie Lee Curtis as Deirdre, the IRS agent in the film. So, what does this film have? Literally everything, as the title says. You got multiverse, you have family drama, hot dog fingers, everything's explained. The movie gives you everything you want and the trophy, pun intended, with that. This film follows the Wang family as they go through their own personal family dramas while they're also being audited by the IRS. They own a failing laundromat. There's that constant drama with the family, the wife and the husband, who, they want to go well together, but there's always that one side's different than the other. They're just not really cohesive anymore, and it's just, sort of falling apart. You have the mom and the daughter who just can't come together on anything. The grandfather that's old-fashioned, that's not necessarily willing or not expected to move forward with everyone else in society, with the societal norms, with his granddaughter having a girlfriend, all that stuff. It's kind of expected to where the mother introduces her daughter's girlfriend as a really good friend and kind of goes from there, and you see this drama just go and go and go to the point where you end up when they're even going to the IRS agency to do the audit and go through everything. You can see where no one's on the same page. What they were supposed to do didn't happen, and while they're going up in the elevator, that's when you start to see things happen, things change. You notice little things throughout the film in the beginning, but this is when the movie kind of kickstarts, and you see that Wayman is a little bit different in a sense than everyone else at that time. And he gives his wife Evelyn this list of things to do when they're sitting there at the audit. So it's a very unique situation that really starts to bring in the idea of the multiverse. And not so much the idea of the multiverse as the multiverse in this film is a thing, but not so much multiple universes going on at the same time, more like a string of consciousness that sort of connect. And I think that is a really interesting concept with this film. Not to give anything away, you do find out in order to shift from multiverse to multiverse, like the consciousness of those multiverses, you have to perform a task. I don't want to go into any further detail in regards to that because I don't want to spoil anything, but everything has this unique task that has to be done in order to take on the characteristics of that person from the other multiverse, that person's alternate persona from the other universe. But overall, you find out that Evelyn is brought into this because it's found that she's the only person who can fight this overall evil, who has taken over this power that can leap from multiverse to multiverse and just go everywhere at any time, whenever. Yeah, I think this was a great film. Everything's explained in the movie too, which I did enjoy. You didn't have to have that. You get to the end of the movie and you're like, what did I watch? Like, why did somebody have hot dog fingers? It explains it. And I think it does it in a way that's just kind of like, okay, that makes sense. That's cool. But all in all, fantastic movie. It really teaches you to just look at the world and be kind to everyone. It's something I end my channel with at the end of every video is be good to one another. This film is basically 2.5 hours of just be kind to each other. But, you know, it was a fantastic movie, and I definitely recommend anyone seeing it, or anyone who wants to go see it, just check it out. There's definitely a moment in the film that was brought up to me with, again, no spoilers, that the film goes from good to great. And it's very much known once you get to that part of the movie where that is. You see the transition of good to great in the most unique, to say the least, way imaginable. And again, as I mentioned earlier, the trophy, that's another thing that I thought when I was first watching this movie. Again, not to give anything away, I'm not going to talk about it outside of this right here, but when you see it, you're like, is that it? No, that couldn't be. That they wouldn't do that. They did it. And it was fantastic. I really don't think that they could have done this movie any more justice. It couldn't have been any better. Everything about it, the way it was shot, when you see multiverses going from one, it just, how everything blends and you see crossovers, everything happens to the point where even the directors of this film, they finished it at the height of the pandemic. So, like, the final scene that was shot, everyone in that scene is not together, which I find fascinating. There are a lot of juxtapositions that you see between what one character says to another while something else is happening that's like contradicting what's being talked about. It's so much fun. Again, I'm gonna have to give this film a solid 5 stars. It's a very touching film. I mean, by the end of it, you feel almost like you've changed, like you've been given the opportunity to look at the world in a different way, and I really like that about this film. I feel like the Daniels couldn't have done better in all of this. I myself still need to go back and rewatch Swiss Army Man, because that one was a bit of a unique film, to say the least, in my opinion. So I think it's one that I need to rewatch and maybe absorb, take some time to really let it sink in. But this film, from beginning to end, it's such a good movie. And then you get that moment where it goes from good to great, and it's rated R for all the reasons a movie needed to be rated R. But it's done so well. It was so wonderful. Definitely check this out if you haven't already. See it in the theater. Go out and see it in a movie theater. Don't wait for it to come home and stream it. See it in the theater. It is so, so good. So worth going out and being inconvenienced by living, a life. Just go to the theater. See it. Enjoy it. Go with a friend. Get dinner afterward. Have fun. And just, take it all in. It's such a great movie. Anyway, if you've seen the movie, no spoilers, but jot down in the comments below. Did you love it? Did you just go, I didn't see the appeal in it? Jot down in the comments below. If you like this video, smash that thumbs up. hit that notification bell after you subscribe, of course, and let you know when I have new and exciting videos coming your way. And always, thank you for stopping by. Always be good to one another, and I'll see you next time. Bye.